What do you think of it out there, Ada?
What's out there? It is snow.
There's snow everywhere, isn't there? Owen, go look outside. What's going on out there?
There's snow on our side.
Meet the Peterson family. Our dad, the three Peterson brothers, and our families farm together in central Kansas. Our family farm started in 1882 and has been raising cattle and crops ever since. Please subscribe to this channel and give us a like and a comment if you enjoy the video.
Let's do this.
I don't have to go very far to get to my stuff. Here comes my snow dog. He spent all day out yesterday outside. Sometimes he wants to come inside. He loves the cold. Nice and warm in here. I guess I better turn them on before I open the door.
Okay, I checked in with Dad. He's at the cow's field, so he was able to get down the road. Hopefully he makes it here. The roads aren't too bad yet. They're slick, but it's not a whole lot of snow yet. It's just blowing a lot. Kendall's already got his first load loaded. I'm getting started on this one, filming in our mineral bin here, a little shelter. It's supposed to keep snowing like all day, so Dad empties his feed truck in the morning and then he loads it at night to go down to his place. Well, we're just gonna load it again now, and he's gonna take it home and let it snow all day and then get his fed again, because in the morning it sounds like the roads are gonna be probably pretty hard to get up and down. Then it's just supposed to be cold tomorrow, but the snow is today, so that's the plan for up here.
Okay, there's pin 9 up at the bunk eating. My first load's done, so on to the next one. Hey, Dad made it up here with the feed truck. That's pretty good. As far as I know, he didn't have to have anybody pull him out. That means his load is successfully fed out. Nathan said we're gonna load him this morning for his evening and tomorrow morning's feed. Normally we load that at like 4 p.m. today, but we're gonna load it this morning, send it back down so it gets where the cows are, where it needs to feed, so the roads can't stop it. Then we'll get my dad's load loaded and fed, and another load with this tractor. Day like today is when it's nice to have 3 different feeding rigs so that you can get everything fed fairly timely. I'd say overall it's going pretty okay.
Thanks for good YouTube footage.
Uh,
All the waters.
so Nathan's gonna load Dad's truck now. I'll have to look.
It's not that cold.
Yeah, this morning's not gonna be as bad as tomorrow morning. Really? I'm wearing these extra insulated pants and I'm really warm. They're bibs, I guess.
Shoveling just a couple bunks, but they're all gonna blow back shut again anyway, so. But the cattle are hungry. They just want some feed to keep them warm. Alright, there goes Dad with the feed truck. Hopefully he can just take care of the few down at his place tonight, and Kendall and I will cover these up here. And hopefully it snows closer to 9 inches instead of 16. That's what they said, 9 to 16. Meanwhile, Crosby loves it. Crosby loves the snow. And all the cattle lined up pretty good. I don't know what Kendall's doing down there. Can you even see him? I don't know why he's sitting there. Probably vlogging or something.
We were prepared to lose power. Well, as prepared as you can be, but we didn't lose power. In the ice storm of 2005, we all remember having to all get on board, fixing things. And we were without power for like over 10 days in this area. So, that side of the pen is fed. This side of the pen is fed.
Time to feed some cows. All right, backing the tractor out of the shed. Brighton and Kobe are with me. Since we're gonna mainly be in this heated cab of the tractor, I'll get out a few times to do some things, but we're gonna feed the cows here at my house. Well, they're across the creek from my house. Gonna give them a hay bale this morning since the snow is covering a lot of their what they've been grazing. I've got the bucket on here right now. You probably saw. I'm gonna switch to the bale forks and then carry the bale and the bale feeder over to the field. Dad brought these two bales and the bale feeder over yesterday. We've got blowing snow this morning. It's like near blizzard conditions. It's supposed to get even worse this afternoon. Forecast up to a foot of snow, but it's really blown it around. There's some big drifts already, so it's tough to tell how much snow has fallen. You can see it drifting. All right, we made it out to the field. Brighton's honking the horn, so the cows hear us coming. Keep honking it. Keep honking the horn. All right, got them fed.
What's doing that all this time?
Huh?
What's doing on that?
All right, cows, enjoy your food. All right, now that I've fed the bale, I gotta drive this tractor over to Dad's house. They need it to get from the farm down to Dad's. There's snow drifts that the feed truck can't drive through. And this has the best traction, this tractor, so I'm gonna make the trek over there. Wish me luck. All right, we have made it to Dad's. The drifts weren't too bad, but the visibility has been pretty rough. You can't see the road and you can't see if anyone's coming. All right, Dad brought me back.
Okay, so this pen of steers is ready to eat, but their bunk is filled back full with some drift, so I'm gonna scoop some of that out. There's quite the drift in front of these bales that we put in front of that water. I'm gonna drive through it this time, but I'll probably come back with a tractor and push some out. These cattle have snow drift in their pen to use as a windbreak. So there's the cattle that are eating. There's the ball. You can see you can just push it down, and then there's the water, and then the water pressure fills it back up to seal that. So this one's working pretty good.
All right, afternoon chores. Snow is getting much deeper. Seems like the snow has slowed down and is maybe passing, but it's gonna keep blowing. But cattle coming out of the shed for some feed. These ones get a shed, a few pens get a shed. The bigger cattle have windbreaks. All right, this water doesn't usually give us trouble because it's a heated water. It has heaters underneath the tank. But when the wind is blowing like it is today, that's when we have trouble. I'm gonna try to get it flowing again. Whoop, there it is. Okay, we'll try to see if we can get it to hold overnight. There's also a thermostat under there apparently that I could try to turn up, but I don't know if I want to mess with it right now or not. Well, we're gonna have some drifts. We do have some drifts. But we will deal tomorrow.
This water was covered by a snowdrift, but it was still open. So I'm just gonna move the snow and the cows will have some water. Okay, I'm headed to the fall pears with the load. We're gonna take it with the front wheel assist instead of the feed truck today. I put a bucket on the front to kind of help push a little path if I need to. My dad has made part of this trip with the feed truck, but he never left the road. So I'm gonna drive about 1.5 miles on the road and then turn off into the field and be ready to feed them. So I had these cattle, I pushed a path. I should have gone a little deeper to get a little more snow out of there, but the fall pears are eating. A lot of the calves are eating too. You can see there the ice on the trees. Kind of pretty. I think we got 8 inches of snow maybe.
All right, it's day 2. The sun is out. You can see the ice still on the trees. Lost a few branches down there. It is 0 degrees Fahrenheit right now, which is 14 degrees colder than yesterday. But I feel like I've got too many clothes on because there's no wind and the sun is out. It feels really nice out here. The wind and the sun really makes all the difference. I feel like I could be out here in like a sweatshirt. Be fine. But thankfully the wind's not blowing anymore. It drifted really bad yesterday. We've got some really major drifts in our yard here. Our porch is covered in snow. But out in the field, it doesn't look like it's snowed hardly at all. You can see the stalks. So essentially the wind blew the snow off the fields and then made huge drifts in places. But I'm gonna get to feeding the cows this other hay bale this morning. I have to use a different tractor since I had to take that 7430 to Dad's yesterday. But I've got that big construction loader that I was doing dirt work with, so I think it can handle a hay bale. Gotta be careful on this ice. And the window of the shop door's frozen. We'll see if the door's frozen. Yeah. Yeah, this guy can just pick up a round bale in its bucket. That's what you call power right there. All right, day 2, they've eaten their first round bale down to that little sliver. Gonna feed them this one. Gotta get this fence post down though. A little frozen. All right, got them fed. The road crews have been out this morning, or overnight anyway, and it's still a sheet of ice on there, but at least now you can see where the road is. So my wife took that video, did a little snow plowing with the old John Deere loader. Got my yard cleaned off in about 5 minutes.
So Dad's pushing snow off the mound so that it'll melt and not make a mess on top of the mound. Using the tractor for that. We use the payloader to blade the alleyways. Oh, the cattle aren't wanting to get out of the way for him this time. So here's an example on some steers we're feeding. These are 8-weight steers, probably from 750 to 820. And so they were eating 42 to 43 pounds before the storm, and now they're eating like 46 or 47. And for the most part, after they get done eating, they bundle up, or they kind of all stand and huddle together in a herd instinct and keep each other warm. and they got a windbreak on the north side of the pen. With some of the lighter cattle, where we've scooped pretty much all of the snow out of the bunk. With these bigger cattle, the silage kind of melts the snow a little bit, and when they're getting over 40 pounds, yeah, it kind of helps melt it down, and they aren't so picky. They eat through the snow to get to the ration. So my dad dumps the snow in front of that pile. Nathan's pushing onto that pile, making it a little higher. That'll be out of our way until it melts, and then he goes and gets some more on the driveway. We cleaned out down to the road and around both sides of this shed. That 12-foot box scraper, he can get quite a bit of snow. Cows are still much on livestock.
It's a snow day.
Yeah, you gonna get to play in the snow?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Are you on top of the mountain?
Hi.
You're so tall. Wow. Was it falling off?
What do you think of the snow?
Icicle. See, the one's all dripping.
Yeah, they're dripping up there, aren't they? Kobe's eating them?
Yeah, he's eating.
That's funny. Steal, your glasses are falling off.
Oh, really?
I think that bucket's a little bigger than you are, Brighton. Pretty big bucket.
Do your legs too. Yeah.
Got some thirsty cattle here. Don't worry, probably salt. Water's running. Now you have to take turns though. Here's an example of mirror fount waters doing what they're supposed to. They come up here, they seal, and the cattle push them down, they have access to water, and then the water pressure seals them back up to the top to keep the wind out.
This sure was a pretty snow.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Check out our music videos linked in the description. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat, and explore our website, www.petersonfarmbrothers.com. See you guys next time.